Today I've got a little bit of a weird one for you guys because we're actually going to be playing a board game today, which I know, boring, board games are so boring. No, they're not, okay? You shut your mouth. This is an incredible little board game that has been adapted to a Steam version that we have played on the channel before, but it was a long time ago. It was a good 4 or 5 years ago at this point. This is Wingspan, which is a really cozy little deck builder, and that's why we're playing it. We recently made a cozy roguelikes video, and we talked a little bit about how Wingspan feels like a roguelike, even though it isn't. There's a lot of synergies between the birds that you play, and I wanted to kind of show you guys a full run of it. So you can check this one out, link in the description down below. You can also pick up the physical version of the game, which I would highly recommend. It's very appealing on a table and a lot of fun to play. But let's play some Wingspan. I've played an alarming amount of Wingspan in my life. So I'm going to do exactly that today and show you just how incredible I am at it, hopefully. I'm going to basically just play with a bunch of AI, not humans. You can play with multiple humans, you can play online, etc, etc. I'm playing in Automa mode. I do not want to do that. How in the world do I switch to not Automa mode? I have no clue how to custom game. Here you go. Okay, good work, Tyler. You did it. I haven't played a lot of Wingspan in this app, but I have played a good chunk of the real version. I do not have any expansions installed. So yeah, I mean, you can pick up some expansions as well. Let's play, and I'll show you a little bit about what's going on in this lovely and beautiful little game. So it's played over a course of 4 rounds, okay? In each round, you have a certain number of actions that you can take. In round 1, we're going to take 8 actions. In round 2, 1 less for 7. In round 3, 6 actions. In round 4, 5 actions. So the game, as you go throughout the rounds, it actually you lose turns. But hopefully your turns are a lot more meaningful because you're able to activate all of your stuff that you have going on. And it works out pretty well for me. We have birds, okay? And right out the get-go, there's a lot of information on the screen. It is information overload for sure, but let's chat about a lot of it. I can choose 5 things to keep, okay? And right now we have 5 birds and we have 5 food down here. We get to choose 5 things total, so some combination of birds and food. Currently, we have no food in our pile, so if I were to take some of this food down here, it would allow me to add that food to my supply. Here's what birds do. So birds, you can think of them, you know, if you've played a roguelike before, and you've played like an engine building roguelike before, where you kind of... I'm trying to think of a good example for one, but you can think of it a lot like a deck builder where you have synergies between your cards. Your birds are going to be played in 3 different biomes, and you can see these biomes over here. We have the forest, we have the grasslands, and then we have the swamp. And certain birds can be played in certain areas. So, for instance, this juniper titmouse can only be played in the forest up here. The burrowing owl can only be played in the grassland, but the gray catbird can be played in any of them, which is pretty cool. Now, each bird also has what they eat, and that is what we need in order to play that bird in that area. So the gray catbird needs 2 berries and a worm. Right now, I have none, and we have the choice to take a couple from down here. So pretty expensive for him. But he's expensive for a reason, because he also gives me 5 feathers. And feathers are your victory points, okay? You want to have the most feathers at the end of the game. There's also other ways to get victory points, such as having eggs on a bird. You can see that these birds have a certain number of eggs that can go on them on the bottom. Each egg you have on a bird is a victory point at the end of the game, but you also need eggs in order to put down more birds, so there's a delicate balance between doing that. Finally, you also have the type of nest that the bird wants to live in, right? What nest it makes. And there's a couple different nests in the game. We can see 2 of them on the screen right now. We have this is in a tree. We have this is in like a little bowl nest. And then the star is wild. They can be in any nest right now. So what does that really mean for our gameplay here and our decision making? Well, each round there is a goal, and I said that there were 4 rounds in the game. These are the 4 rounds goals in the top right. In the first round, the goal is the player that has the most eggs inside of circular nests, okay? So count the total number of eggs on birds with the nest type here. Multiple eggs on one bird each count. Star nest count towards this goal. So if we have the most eggs out of the other 3 players in my game on this type of nest, I'm going to get a couple extra points at the end of the round. And that means that we also have to now think about some of these other ones, right? So sets of eggs in each of the biomes. So one set of eggs consists of 1 egg in the wetland row, 1 egg in the grassland row, 1 egg in the forest. Okay, interesting. And then we have just eggs in the forest. And then finally, birds with stone nests that have eggs. So complex final round goal. We're 6 minutes in. I haven't done anything except explain the game to you. So let's start to figure out what birds we actually want here. And we can take a look at some of their activations too. So when activated, you gain a wheat from the supply. Cash it on this bird. Any cached wheat counts as an extra point at the end of the game. So very important to have that. But you're not really doing the nest that I want, because I'm going to try to prioritize these 2 guys because we need the eggs in that nest, right? Which is pretty okay. I like this guy, the cedar waxwing. So when activated, I tuck a card from my hand behind the bird. If I do, I gain a berry. Tucking cards also gives me points. So every card I tuck is a point. And if I do that, I gain a berry. So I'm getting a victory point and I'm getting another benefit out of it. But I'm losing a card from my hand. So a little bit of back and forth there. But I do really like you, so I'm going to keep you. Franklin's Gull, you got 3 victory points here. I also have some bonus cards. I definitely should look at these. I get to choose one of these for the game, and this is really any kind of goals that I want to set for myself, and I can get certain victory points per those. So birds that only eat worms, I get 2 victory points per bird. Or birds with geography terms in their name. If I have 4 or more, I get 7 victory points. You can see there's a lot of those. 21% of cards have a geography term in their name. Let's go back to here. I mean, I suppose does juniper or cedar count as a... No. Okay. I don't have any birds with that in their name, and I have no birds that only eat these. So I think I'm going to take that one. And then let's figure out what the other 5 things are that we want to, or other 4 things that I want. Repeat a brown power on 1 other bird in this habitat when activated. It's interesting. The owl's also kind of sick, man. Lot of eggs, high victory points, any nest, which means that he's gonna count for both of these at the end. So I kind of like you as well. And then maybe I keep a little bit more food, and we go a little heavy on food to start with less birds. I just don't think that I'm in love with either of the other 3 enough to take them at this point. Repeat a brown power on 1 other bird in this habitat. It is very interesting, right? It is very interesting. I don't think that I will get enough food to play you this round to get the benefit out of this. So yeah, I'm going to move on, and we're going to start doing our turn here. So this is where I can choose to do any action, right? I can play a bird from my hand. That's one action here. I can take food from the bird feeder. It is apparently my turn. Hopefully I'm not playing with anybody online, because they would kill me with how long I'm taking. they've chosen to do certain things. That's very exciting. I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't necessarily care what they're doing. We can see exactly what their area looks like here if we want to, but I don't care right now. I don't care. So we can do a couple actions. We can either play a bird from our hand, which requires us having the food. So I could play the burrowing owl right now. Or I can take food from the bird feeder. That's what the forest does. We have the grasslands that allows me to lay eggs on a bird. We don't have any birds yet, so I can't lay eggs on them. And then we have the wetlands, right, which allows me to draw more bird cards. So here's what are currently in the camp down here. When another player plays a forest bird, gain a worm. It's interesting. When activated, if this bird is to the right of all other birds in the habitat, it moves to another one. It's interesting too. This is a pretty nice value, to be honest, and it's an Eastern bird, which is a cartography term. I really like you, actually. Hold on, I think you're kind of sick. I think I'm gonna take you. Right? When another player takes the lay eggs action, this bird lays an egg on another with a stick nest. You're sick too. all of these birds are kind of nasty awesome, man. Okay, start me with I'm gonna do this action, okay? And I'm going to draw the Eastern Kingbird into my hand. If the bronzed cowbird is still around on the next turn, I very well might do that too. Okay, I think that these are some spicy birds that we have here. This is Olexa birds today. Hopefully, I made that the edited thing at the beginning of the video. If I didn't, I'm the worst, I guess. We can play the Eastern Kingbird, and I think we should, okay? I really do. I think we should, and I'm going to play it in the forest. So, put your ass down. I would like to pay my berry. That's perfect. He takes berry or wormy, and I want to keep my wormy because I want to be able to play my burrowing owl sooner than the cedar waxwing. He's going to get played soon, but I'm not worried about him yet, okay? This at least allows me to start getting more wormies because as the other guys play more birds in the forest, I'm going to be getting some resources there. So I am going to put you down there. Oh, that's very nice. I would like to not have that turned on. I don't know why that just made me feel a little uneasy. Okay, no, don't do it in Polish, man. That's even worse. Can we trivia activation? Never, please. That is so much better. Okay. So cool. What do we do now? Gain a worm from the supply? Somebody else played a thingy, so that's perfect. I will Oh wait, sorry. I'm in the forest. So if I were to activate this, wait a minute. No. You won't let me gain my worm from the supply. Oh, can I just do that? Yeah, okay, there we go. Did you just steal my turn? No, you didn't. We're good. I'm happy. I thought it just skipped my turn for a second. I was gonna scream and cry. So here's another mechanic of the game, just to add even more complexity, because obviously you're following 100% at this point. As we laid down birds in each section, you'll see there's these tiles in the back. And as we cover them, we now do the action of the tile to the right of it. So instead of laying 2 eggs, if I laid a bird here, we would have lay 2 eggs, and if we want to, optionally, I can spend any food to lay another egg. So the same thing applies here. You know, under this guy was roll 1 die from the bird feeder, right? If I want to, I can now pay a card from my hand to get an extra food from the bird feeder, which is pretty cool as well, right? Get some value there. We cannot lay down another bird in here yet. We need eggs in order to do that. Once you play your first bird in each area. What is this? Ah, this is a really cool view, man. This allows me to just see the entire board without the pretty area for each. This is really how I would prefer to play, but it looks a lot prettier like this, so I guess I'll do it like this for now. It's a good way for me to quickly see all my stuff, though, which is beneficial. We need to get some eggs, right? I also need to just play this guy. And I think that I would like to play that now. So let's put you in. And we're going to play the burrowing owl. Whenever we activate him, we roll all dice that are not in the bird feeder. And if any are a rat, I gain a rat. And I cash it on that card, and that's an extra point for me. So getting him in early allows me to reap the benefits of his ability for longer, because every time we activate each of these areas, we activate all of the birds in that area. So we start to build up these synergies of the birds playing off of the other birds that we play, and it gets very brilliant. It's very good. So did you guys... Bronze Cowbird's still here, man. He's still here. That is quite interesting, my friend. That's quite interesting. You're just really hard to get in right now, is the problem. I need a wheat to do that, and I will need eggs to do that. So let's work towards it, okay? Let's work towards it. There's no wheat in the bird feeder, so that makes my decision easy here. We are going to lay eggs today, and I'm going to lay 2 eggs on our owl. Okay, I do not want to do an additional. Choose a food to discard? No, stop this. I did not want to do that. I want to go back. I do not want to do the optional thing. I want to lay 2 eggs on this bird. You can still lay eggs. If you skip it, you will not receive the no, don't skip. I would like to lay eggs. How do I put them on like that? Okay, very good. And then I could pay an additional, but I don't want to because I need the worm in order to play the bird that I haven't even collected yet. It's very complicated. Okay, so two for me. There are dice outside of the bird feeder, and I did activate this, so let's roll them. We rolled a fish, no rat this time. That's tough. Not that I was expecting the singular die to give me a rat there, but sometimes you get a little unlucky, right? Sometimes you get a little unlucky. Hey, look at this. I get myself another wormy from the supply. That is great. That is great. So let's take a look at what's in the bird feeder. It's trash. It's trash in the bird feeder, unfortunately. So I am going to, at this point, take my bronzed cowbird, because I think that he's going to also be pretty useful for me. Now, we only have 3 more turns in this round. Eggs on the stick nests or hole nests. We got 2 right now because he's a random. We'll see what all of our companions are doing. Nobody took food, man. So I can't play this sucker because there's no wheat in the gosh darn bird feeder. You psycho. You make me sad. You make me sad. And I can't play a bird. So we could, I mean, with 3 turns left, we could, I mean, I just really don't want to. I'd rather get 2 more eggs, man. And at least we're working towards our goal. And we're gonna activate him, so we're rolling 3 dice outside the bird feeder. No frickin' rats, man. Where are my gosh darn rats? This is a catastrophe. I tell you, a straight catastrophe. Okay, we have some stuff in the bird feeder. That is lovely. I am going to do exactly that. I am going to take a wheat, activate this habitat. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to activate this habitat. I'm going to click this button. Yep, there we go. And then I'm going to choose the wheat from the bird feeder. It's a little clunky, this app, but it gets the job done. Once you get used to it, it's good stuff. I do not want to get rid of my card, though, so I'm going to just take my wheat. And that will leave me with one final turn, which is fine, okay? It's fine. I do have to make the really difficult decision, though, which is, do I value having more eggs in these nests, or do I value getting this sucker down? And I think I value getting more eggs in my nests, so I'm actually going to play this. And I'm going to go a little crazy with it. So we are going to lay eggs on this bird. I'm not going to go crazy because he can only lay 2 eggs. That's fine. We're going to put 2 eggs on you. I'm going to enjoy my life. And then the next round, our first thing we're going to do is the bronze cowbird. And I get to roll my dice because of my freaking owl, who has not found a singular rat and still hasn't. He never will, I'm pretty sure. We're stuck in an eternal hell of him never finding any gosh darn rats, and that is okay. So in round 1, I had 6 I had 6 eggs on that nest. Everybody else had freaking 0. So thank God I went crazy for that. We get 4 victory points from that at the end of the round. So that's pretty cool. I have a slight lead on the round 3 one as well, but that won't be scored till round 3. And technically our owl counts as a bird with a stone nest with eggs, because he's an any, right? So now we want sets. Nobody has any. In order for me to get a set, I need to play a bird in the swamp this time around. And unfortunately, I just don't have any yet that are in the swamp. So we can start to think about that. I do think that I would like to play this guy first, because once between turns, when someone else takes the lay eggs action, you're going to lay an egg on another bowl nest. So you're going to kind of keep me afloat by getting me more eggs, because when I play you, I now have to use an egg, and I'll use an egg from that guy. So it's good. He's now in. He's going to be doing some great stuff for me. I think we should be prioritizing getting a bird in the swamp, okay? And beautiful. He already pays out with a gorgeous egg, because one of our companions did a lay egg action. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. A Sprague's Pipit. What a name for a bird, man. That goes crazy. The Sprague's Pipit. Okay, let's take a look at the bird feeder. We do got some cherries in there. I do think that's potentially a good idea. It'd be really nice to get this guy in here on this tile. But I need a bird in the swamp. Let's take a look at the birds in the swamp right now. Chimney Swift. He's a Minecraft YouTuber from the 2010s. He can be played in the swamp. He's an any nester, which is actually great, right? If this bird is to the right of all other birds, it moves. So he's going to move every round, which is a little annoying. I don't necessarily want that. You're expensive, but you are a stone nester, which is kind of cool. But you also require having a lot of draw, right? When activated, I discard a wheat to tuck 2 cards from the deck. From the deck. Okay, never mind. That's amazing. You're kind of sick. I think you're kind of awesome, actually. You can only have 1 egg on you. And you're so expensive, it's unreal. I mean, like, the most expensive MFer I've ever seen in my life. 2 wheat and anything else as well. But your 5 victory points, you work at my final thing as well. It do make you wonder, don't it? It do make you wonder. You're the same thing, just more eggs can fit on you, but you're a nest I don't care about. Chimney Swift, you're easy to get in. I will say that. You're an easy lad to get in. Because you're just 2 wormies, and I get wormies like it's my MFing business. But I'm going to take this guy for right now, and we're going to start working towards that. I fear that I don't have a lot of turns to make this happen. That's my current issue. Look at this sucker, man. The Hooded Warbler. He's kind of awesome, man. Hold on. I kind of love him. I have no slots to play, so I have to skip this, which is another reason why I want to start getting some more birds down, man. The Hooded Warbler is 7 victory points, man. Two wormies. We lay him down in the forest. It's a good spot for him. He can have 3 eggs. It helps me with my eggs in forest. You're going to think I've lost my damn mind. I'm going to activate. I'm going to take the damn Hooded Warbler. I think this dude is... I think he's on another level. Which means that I'm potentially saying goodbye to our second round goal. Because I don't think I'm getting this guy in here in the next 4 turns. It feels close to impossible. But what I can do is now gain some stuff from the bird feeder. You're going to think I'm insane. I'm going to activate this. Do we care about this guy? I do still care about you. I really do. I'm going to activate this, and I'm going to take the berry, man. Because I have faith that somebody is going to play a forest bird, and I am going to be able to get a wormy from the supply. They did not do that, so now I cry a little. Just a little, not a lot, just a little. I'm going to sacrifice your ass, okay? It's a sad day, but I do think that I need to make some plays here to make things work. So I am going to get rid of a card. I'm going to get rid of the Sandhill Crane. It's a tough one, right? It's a tough one, but I'm going to use that to collect a wheat wormy. I'm going to choose a wormy from that. And now I can play both of these guys on my final 2 turns if I want to. I'm probably not going to on my final 2 turns. Oh, sure. Now you'd give me a freaking free wormy, you coward. I'm still okay with it though. I really am. Can we see how's this going? One dude has 1 set. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, just by nature of the situation, I'm gonna end up with a point by doing nothing, or I get nothing. I don't remember how that works. But I think that I'm chill with it no matter what. The Hooded Warbler's sick, but I want this guy first because he is a round nest, and now when we get the other, we can just spend an egg from you. When we get our ability from this guy, right? Now I have another place to lay down. I guess you're also the same thing. So I guess it's the same, right? It's the same. But here you go. Take an egg. And to be fair, I'm probably going to lay down the damn Hooded Warbler immediately. Because I don't see any reason not to. I think that he's fine here. We can maybe take a look at the cards in the tray. Drawing a new bonus card's kind of crazy. And you're a bird with a stick nest. And I really don't need to do anything with this right now. And we can lay you in the swamp, which I think is a great spot for you. Yeah, you know what? We're going to take you, Mr. California Condor. And you're a geography. You're a geography as well. Mr. Geographer. So congratulations, you get some points. We all get 0 because we didn't accomplish anything. And I think that that's pretty fair. I mean, they all got 0 on this one instead of 1 for coming in second, so I respect you. I respect you. So we're looking for eggs in the forest, man. Eggs in the forest. I have a sizable lead on this, I'm pretty sure. Just kidding. I have not the lead at all. I'm in second place, but we can stack up a lot of them if we want to. And we will, okay? We will. So Mr. California Condor, we're playing you down right here. We pay nothing. You have no food, which is sick. I get 1 victory point, but I get another bonus card. And this is where I'm going to really hope for a good one. These are not good ones. These are not good. Well, you know what? We have... Let's take a look real quick. We have 1 any. 4 of them, man. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So... both of these guys can only be in here. I get 3 victory points by taking this card. I consider that a win. Okay? I consider that a win. And then we can start to ramp this the frick up. Because I have... oh, beautiful. Thank you for another egg, my friend. I'm going to put you on that sucker right there. Oh, wait, you played a forest bird, did ya? I'll take my wormy as well. Don't mind if I friggin' do, you loser AI players. Okay, I'm chilling. I'm going to play my hooded warbler, which allows me to get yet another lovely. Well, you know what? We should not spend an egg from there. Let's spend an egg from here. I'm still going to do this, but I'm going to take the egg from this guy because we want eggs in the forest, right? And we're gonna blindside him, man, because we're gonna lay down a butt ton of eggs, and it's gonna be, they're not gonna know what hit them, really. You played a bald eagle in your swamp. I can respect that, man. I can respect that. Good job. Do we care about any of the current birds that are out? When activated, gain a wheat from the supply, cash it on this sucker. To be perfectly honest with you, I think you're great, right? I think you're completely fine. It's another bird in the forest. Caching stuff, which is really good too. All players lay an egg on any tree-nested bird. Don't really care. This guy also, when people lay eggs, you put them on these nests. That's such an insane synergy to have 2 of those right now. I think that I'm going to steal you. Okay? I'm going to do this. I'm going to pay an egg. Okay? I'm gonna pay the egg from this sucker. We're gonna get more eggs. Eggs aren't really my problem right now. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to choose 2 cards and I'm gonna take both of you. 1, because I like them, but 2, because I don't want anybody else to have them. I kind of think that we have a very strong forest build right now. We have a lot of forest birds. Hey, thanks for another wormy. And then this is where it goes freaking insane. I can now play this guy. And I'm gonna do it, okay? I'm gonna do it right this second because I have the 3 wormies. And then our final 2 turns of this round, I am going to go kind of nuts. And I'm going to lay eggs, and I'm going to lay those eggs on birds up here. And it's going to be perfect, in my opinion. So, 2 turns left in the round. How are people doing? This guy's got 3. You don't even know what hit you, man. I'm about to put a lot. I'm putting 3 right now, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then potentially next turn I'm gonna roll for a rat. Holy crap, he's finally done it. Thank you for the rat, my friend. So now this sucker has gained the rat. Congratulations. And he has 1 rat on him. That's an extra point at the end of the game. So I'm over the moon. Do you see me jumping for joy in the field in the back over here? Because I'm jumping, okay? I'm jumping. How we doing? I mean, I've got 6. They've got 3. But it's not gonna hurt to do another one, man. Just to ensure we lock that the frick up. It's 6 victory points. And each egg is 1 as well. So there's really no harm in this. I'm happy to commit on this. There's no stuff outside the bird feeder, so I gotta skip the power. But that's okay. That's okay. It solidifies us. We got a lot of eggs. I clobbered this round. I'm gonna get a nice 6 victory points from that. And then now I need birds that are stony birds. Stoned birds. That sounds a lot worse than what I meant. Not stoning the birds, okay? Birds that have stone-based nests, which is this guy, right? Which when activated, I lay an egg on any bird, which is pretty freaking sick, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna probably take you, okay? I'm gonna take you. This guy's also, like, kind of sick. Lay an egg on each of your birds with a damn circle nest. I still don't really know what that's called, but that's okay. I think the mountain chickadee is probably not going to be played. He's just kind of... Although, hold on. Mountain counts as a keyword, man. Right now I have 2 birds with that. But I would really like to steal this guy. So yeah, we're gonna do this. And I'm going to choose a card to remove an egg from. It's going to be your ass. Okay. And then I am going to take the Grasshopper Sparrow. I can choose 2 cards. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I could take one from the deck if I wanted to and try and get lucky. I really don't think that we're going to have enough juice to play this guy. The Pygmy Nuthatch is... So look at this sucker, man. Honestly, if you ask me to name him, Pygmy Nuthatch might be his name. It's an absurd name. Just take one from the deck, man. Baird's Sparrow. Sure. You're actually just like the same thing as the other. This is a great day for me. I'm gonna take you as well. Okay. Cool. We got 4 turns. 4 turns to make things happen, man. We lay on another person's nest, which is fine. I think that's okay. We get to do it again. I'll put one on you. Can somebody play? Oh, you're the greatest. You're the greatest of all time. I get my Wormy for free. All of my stuff activated between the round, which is incredible. That means that I can now lay down the Grasshopper Sparrow, which I'll pay that for. Well, hold on. Maybe I don't want to do that. Okay. Maybe I would rather come up here. The Mountain Chickadee. I already have 2. I've got 2 birds with geography terms in their name. The Eastern Kingbird and the California Condor. I'm not gonna get 4. So let's not prioritize the Mountain Chickadee. Let's prioritize the Grasshopper Sparrow. I think that's the correct decision. And then I'll steal an egg from one of these suckers. You're fine. And now I lay even more eggs, right? Because when I lay eggs using the lay eggs action, you also lay a freaking egg. So that goes okay for me. And you lay an egg on it. Beautiful. You gonna do it again? Somebody, yeah, beautiful, because basically every time somebody does that, all players lay an egg on a sucker that lives in a tree. That's also this guy, man. That's something to keep in mind, because they have that weirdo. So I should really be trying to... to get some stuff, man. What is the play here? What is the play? With 3 turns left, how do I optimize my gameplay? I need to get this guy, I think, laid down. If we can get a Wormy and a Wheat today. Well, this is potentially good. I'm gonna gain food. Since these are all the same, I get to re-roll them. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm going to take a Wheat. I'm going to take a Wormy. And I'll take another Wormy just in case I need to play the Mountain Chickadee. I really don't think I'm going to, but I think that's fine. I can tuck a card from my hand. If I do, I gain a berry. I will tuck you, okay? Goodbye, my friend. I don't love you as much as I love the other people. So goodbye. I need you because you're a bird with a stone nest, right? And right now, I'm kind of competing with Mr. Puffin over here. I would like to see if we can get him laid down, and I definitely can. So let's lay his ass. Yeah, I'm gonna lay you right there. I can get 4. I just don't know whether I can get more than 4. But he's also 3 victory points, so it's a huge value. Also, I now have 4 cards that only live in the prairie. I did that by accident. I get 8 points for that now. That went amazing. That went absolutely amazing. Hey, I get to lay another freaking egg on a nested boy. So go ahead, do that, my friend. And then I get to do it again, by the way, so I'll do that on you. Woody Woodpecker, you do anything? No, not today. Okay, I activate my eggs. I get 4 of them. 1, 2... 1 on that guy to give me another stone nest, and then Let's just slap you on there. And bro, I'm almost maxed out on eggs, which is crazy. It's a lovely situation for me. I can still lay an egg. I can still lay one egg. Okay, I'll lay it on you. And then I will end my turn. I can roll 3. Mr. Owl, you might get another rat, brother. You got another rat. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, we won. Okay? The AI, they weren't very good at the game. I had a pretty decent run, okay? We did okay for ourselves. We are going to have one egg get wasted here because I straight up I don't have a slot for that egg. And I don't have a slot for that egg either. So I miss out on 2, but I mean I'm getting 18 victory points from eggs. And I clobbered you on this round, which means I clobbered 3 of the end round goals. And I think that we're in good shape, man. I think we're in good shape. So here comes the victory points. And that was just from our birds. Now the bonus cards. End of round goals, I'm about to take an alarming lead. And my eggs, I have 1 million. So food on cards, tucked cards. It wasn't close. Okay? It wasn't close. I'm gonna take my 82. And I'm gonna take it to the damn bank. That's what we call a stellar Wingspan game from Tyler. Look at this squad, man. I mean, we didn't really do much in the swamp. Okay, the swamp was kind of irrelevant, but an absolutely massive forest and prairie play here to wipe away our enemies. And really, I mean, 33 points from just our birds, pretty good. But getting 17 round end goals, 18 eggs, I mean, that's half your points right there. And that's pretty solid. So, some good fun. We did great. I'm going to return to the main menu. Sure, I'll save this game to preserve the archive. I don't really know what that means. Howdy, birder. Add a special desert background to your Wingspan collection. Follow our Steam page to get it for free. I'll maybe do that later. I would love, there's more expansions. The Asia, European, Oceania. All of these you can get and get more birds, right? More birds, more mechanics. I am intrigued to do that. But that's Wingspan. You can see how it does kind of feel like a bit of a roguelike game, which is why I wanted to bring it up here today. If you missed our cozy roguelikes and you like cozy games, you should go check that video out. I have a link in the description down below. But thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, as always, liking the video, much appreciated. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.